Hello, I brought for you a wonderful video lecture again on a different topic that is simple present tense. Uh, in our previous class, we come to know about different types of tenses, right? I said in our previous classes about types of tenses, like simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect continuous, and past, past simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect continuous, and coming to the future, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. We came to know about different types of tenses in our previous class. And here on this video lecture will provide you an opportunity to get a complete idea on what is simple present tense and how can we mastery over simple present tense, but not exactly complete, but up to some extent it will give you an idea on use of simple present tense. Why do we get in here? When we are learning about tenses, tenses are completely based on verbs only, because verb is not only an action word, which also denotes the time, because tenses are completely based on time only. Present, past, and future, and even in present, and even in past and future, some degrees of time is different. At the time of speaking, before to the time of speaking, and after time of speaking. Like, depends on the context of speaking. We can able to divide each tense into four categories. But anyhow, that's not the main point here to learn. We are going to learn about simple present tense. Verb is an action word. An action verb explains what the subject of a sentence is doing or has done. I am doing some work. Doing work, right? Do is the action word. But definitely I am doing. The action what I have done, the action what I am doing is denoted by the word, action word. So we can say that action word is the word which explains the subjects, what the subject is doing. This action can be a physical action or a mental action. See, man never be without action. Every time man is trying to do some work, every time he'll do a work, even dying, death is also a work. And after death, whichever, we are not idle anytime. Every time we are trying to do some work. Sitting is also work, sleeping is also work, laughing is also work, and sitting idle is also a work. So, such a way, every time we are carrying an action every time. Then, when it comes to simple present tense is used to describe several actions, and the actions which are habitual, unchanging situations, general truths, and fixed arrangements, and some of the scientific facts, like historical presence, every like we can able to use several works can be denoted by simple present tense. Here, simple present tense may denoted with a subject. Said action carried by a subject. The subject may be he, she, it, I, you, we, they, or any of the person or any of the animal, like anything. But here, when we are using simple present, there is an agreement between subject and the verb. If the subject is singular, the verb should be possess a singular form. For example, he eats an ice cream. Here, he is singular, it is plural. So that's the reason to make it singular. In most of the cases, nouns are countable and uncountable. I said countable, no s, plural. If it is plural form, we can use s or es to make it plural. But in the case of verb is always plural. To make it singular, use s or es. Is singular, eats. Singular, an ice cream. But in the case of the same example, they eat an ice cream, but not they eat. Reason is very simple. Simple. Singular subject. Singular subject carries s or es to the end of the subject. He washes the dishes. The bird flies in the sky. These are some of the examples. Singular subjects. But when it is goes with the plural subject, they, we, you, I. These are plural subjects. We cannot change verb. As it is, the verb form used. They catch the fish. But in the case of they, if we use, he catches. You buy a t-shirt. In the case of you, if you use, she buys a t-shirt. We write a short story. I write a short story. We write a short story. They, you. But Rama writes, Krishna writes, Sita writes. Students study English. Students are plural. Studies also considered as plural because that's the agreement between subject and the verb. And here, and simple present tense can be used to denote some of the habitual verbs. This is a hobby. She runs in the park. She runs in the park. The lion jumps through the hoop. The sun rises. See, one of the other example. The sun rises in the east. And this is the example which is a universal truth. The earth revolves around the sun, revolves, universal truth. Stars come at night. There are also truths. It flies in the sky. This is the fact. It bird. They eat chapati. And here he drinks water, but it is only simple present tense. That's the agreement. He drinks water, but not it is not it's a general work, the work which happens after some time or which is going to take place after some time. Sarah swims in the scene. This is one of the example which is going to happen after some time. She sleeps quietly. It is her habit, right? It is every time she sleeps quietly, but not one time. There's not one time. Every time. It is a routine. And Sally plays cricket. This is an action which takes place, and he throws javelin. He shouts out. They cry. These are all the examples. She rides a car. She sits down. She stands up. Like we can able to use simple present tense to denote the actions like habits, routine activities done by a person or something like that. Unchanging situation. The sun rises in the east. This is unchanging. General truths. The earth revolves around the sun. Hindus read Bhagavad Gita. Fixed arrangements, like etc. Like these are some of the activities which we are using to describe it with the help of a simple present tense only, not with any other tense. And here, an entire lectures, you will be getting an idea with the help of these PPTs and some other methods which I use to explain you different tenses. And in the next 10 video lecture, I'll explain you about present continuous tense. Till then, be patient and watch my videos on my channel. Thank you for watching this video.